Hey there, everybody, this is Brian from Gaming Experience. Unfortunately, due to scheduling conflicts and Breath of the Wild coming out, kinda didn't really have much time to do a multiplayer game for Sunday, so unfortunately this is what I'm gonna have to give you. I've been playing Breath of the Wild myself, and as much as I'd like to say that I've been able to record that, unfortunately I can't because I don't have a capture card right now. Still need to get one of those. But what I can do for you is I can teach you all something. Like, I've been playing a lot of Skyrim and stuff like that just to get ready for Breath of the Wild. Just because, open world, want to get ready for that. You gotta get the exploration ideals. But there's one thing a lot of people used to do in Skyrim that they didn't really do in Fallout 4, for example. That's called, what... I think they use the term Dova-goat. So it's like Dovahkiin and goat. Where you climbed mountains, basically by jumping a lot and doing a lot of things climbing. Now, in Breath of the Wild, I know there's a proper climb mechanic, but there's also a stamina bar. When that runs out, if you're climbing something, you're falling. This won't work for everything, but I did figure out a way to essentially goat your way through things. If there's a slight incline at all, probably a little more than about, I want to say that much, where you can get some foot purchase for a couple seconds to run on, you can do this. You press the climb button, which in my case, since I'm still on the Wii U, is the X button, and you start climbing a little bit. After your bar goes about a quarter, 1/5 to a quarter empty, cancel that out by pressing B and just start moving forward, and you'll actually run on the spot for a few seconds, and your stamina gauge will recharge. And after that point, you can continue climbing. Now, of course, this won't work on anything like a sheer cliff face, because that point will drop you to your death. Don't do that. Don't blame me for that if that happens, because I just warned you not to do that. Now, I don't know if it's going to work on the Switch. I wanted to get a Switch. Unfortunately, I didn't get one, but bills to pay, whatever, not a big deal. I can get one later. That said, though, that's a good way to climb. Like, I've been climbing all over the mountains already. I've figured out that was a really good way to get up there without having to worry about running out of stamina. And it's random when you get attacked by some things. Like birds! Some birds. Fucking bats. Post-traumatic stress disorder from the game already for some things, like the big scary rock guy. Fuck that guy. Aside from that, if you have anything really good to fight with, my recommendation, just because I know a lot of people get like the end of the big little fights really quickly, don't use your big weapon for those fights. Sure, it'll end it quickly, but you get enough slots to work with, and you can get expansions to those slots later on, that you can pretty much just literally pick up a weapon that one of the guys drops off and use that as a backup. Basically, your weapon for that fight there. It's usually scaled to about their level anyway from them for the fights. At that point, you pretty much just kill one with a big weapon if you have to, pick up their crappy weapon, beat the shit out of the rest of them, and continue on. And that way you usually have about 2 or 3 kind of crappy weapons to work with. You keep a nice stockpile of good weapons for the big fights, though, because I know I'm going to need them when I start doing dungeons, which I haven't been doing yet, only because I've been doing what everybody does. I ignore the frickin' main quest line and go, let's go exploring! Exploration! That and, well, I found out the way to get hearts and stamina bar gauges is to go roll the shrines and do all the puzzles, and I'm like, I like puzzles. So that's what I've been doing. That said, though, guys, I'm going to have to go. I've got some recording to do today for the rest of the week, because unfortunately I'm working a lot of the rest of the week all in one go, so it kind of sucks, but I'll get all the videos up for you anyway. So, without further ado, guys, I will catch you on the flip side. Later.